Ramone Moore and Juan Fernandez. Questions for student athletes?
Ramone, only you two plus Mike scored in the first half. Is that just a case of getting the ball to the hot shooter, or is there some breakdowns on offense?
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. No, I mean, in the beginning of the game, Juan came out, firing. In the huddle, we were saying we were going to get him the ball. Then I caught fire as well. We got to give credit to Mike, coming out being prepared, stepping in right away, and he was a big key, this game. But no, I wasn't playing like that. I mean, it happened that way, but it's just how it happened.
Juan, could you talk about the start that the team got off to? But obviously you were a part of that. But how important was that in the game to get out quickly?
It's always important if you can get a lead from the start. It always helps you if you know how to keep it up. It happened at Charlotte the other day. We started the game on like 18-1, was it, or something? 18-1 run, and then it was sort of similar. We kept the lead the whole game. It's something we have to learn how to take advantage of, and look for whose day, who's shooting the ball well or who's playing well at the beginning. We have a lot of options, and we got to do a good job of realizing that.
Juan, what did you guys do to shut down Jones and Galloway? They're two really good guards. They score a lot. They were pretty much non-factors. And aside from Roberts, none of them really got into double digits. What did you guys do defensively to just
well, we talked about it all week. They're two best scorers. They're really good players. And I think we've been doing a good job lately of having big guards who can take up a lot of space on defense. And we got guys smart enough to get steals or tips. And I think we've been doing a good job. And then we have those big guys down there like Ann Lee with Mike back who bother shots every time we get beat. So I think we can still get better, but our defense is being as good as it has been in a while, and we got to keep it up.
when he starts improving and then Mike comes back in, do you guys as guards, can you take more chances like you did last year when the Roy was hurt? Does that play into your mind when you're defending guys?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to gain more confidence in Anthony. He's been working pretty hard with Coach Trice, working on his post moves. And like I said, we're just trying to, throw the ball down there and just have confidence in him. I think a lot of plays in the second half, he converted and made shots, which was a great thing. But, I think we always knew Mike, could be one of those guys that we can throw the ball down in the offense. I think we spoke about it, a couple timeouts, just running the offense around him. And Mike did a great job of either, finishing at the basket or finding open guys cut.
When you have them back there on defense and Anthony's getting better on defense and Mike comes back, do you guys take more chances as guards on the perimeter when your guard might take more chances at steals when they have the back line a little better?
I don't necessarily think we want to, keep going for steals, but you're not going to be able to, stay in front of your man the whole game. Sometimes you're going to get beat. So it's always a great thing to have those guys behind us. And like Juan said, those guys been there all year, saving us. And just having Mike back as an extra guy in there, as well as Raleigh, those three guys, has been doing a great job all year for us. And, it's just something great to have, when you get beat and you have your big guys covered.
Were you guys surprised at how much room you had out on the perimeter? Just had a lot of room to operate out there beyond the arc.
Not really. I wasn't sure what their game plan was, but there was a couple times where they, backed up off us, and me and Juan, hit a lot of big shots in the beginning of the game. Or, Khalif, he did a great job of dishing the basketball tonight as well. And it's just something that we're accustomed to doing, just hit open shots.
You still seem to have a bit of an edge experience-wise. Obviously, they're a younger team. You got out to a fast start. They didn't really adjust. You think a lot has to do with that?
I'm not even sure. I didn't expect those guys to come out flat like they did, but I can't tell you what it was. But like I said, Juan did a great job of coming out firing in the beginning of the game. We extended the lead, and we did a great job of maintaining throughout the game, and just was a big win for us.
Ramone, right in the beginning of the second half, Khalif goes up and shoots that three. Before it even goes in, you're stretching your hands out in celebration. Is that more of just you expect Khalif to make it, or the team's hot, or you guys are just...
I think it's a combination of both. I know throughout the whole year you've seen Khalif shoot the ball pretty well from the three-point line. I think he and Juan are our best three-point shooters, so whenever the ball goes up, we expect them to go in. So that's all that's about.
Juan, you guys shot 60% in the game, 53 from three. Is that more of a tribute to you guys just having a hot hand, or do you think that St. Joe's had a lot of breakdowns on defense?
I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of both. You got to take what the game or what the other team gives you, but at the same time, we can't rely on making shots. You know, there are going to be days that we're not going to feel as good, and we're going to have to find other ways. And you know, the more open you are, the more chances you're going to have of making those shots, and that's what we work on. Rather than making it, just trying to get good shots. And, you know, with these kind of players, it's going to go down.
You guys started 1-2 in the Atlantic time when you won your last 3. Do you feel like you've gained that top spot, or at least right up there?
I mean, we don't want to, you know, put too much pressure on ourselves. We're just trying to take it one game at a time. You know, I said in the past, the A-10 has been pretty competitive this year. You know, I'm not sure. I mean, we just want to go out there and just win each game, take it game by game, and, you know, see how it is at the end of the year. And once you get that Atlantic City, and, you know, try to hoist that trophy at the end of the year.
What really changed? I mean, these last 2 games, you guys have been playing the way you were expected to play, you know, all season. What really kicked in for y'all?
I think it's a combination of having Mike back, as well as, you know, just shooting the ball. We've been pretty effective shooting the ball. But these last 2 games, I think just getting out to a fast start was the key. And like I said, maintaining that. You know, we played 2 good teams, you know, the past 2 games, and we went out and played well. But we just got to stay consistent. You know, in the past, we've won, but I think we're gaining confidence each game, and we're doing a pretty good job of, you know, maintaining that and just trying to win each game. And like I said, just taking one game at a time.
Ramone, you mentioned how valuable it's been having Mike back. Can you talk about what you're seeing from him in practice as he's getting more accustomed to coming back from his injury?
Well, I think Mike is gaining confidence in himself. You know, the Maryland game, you know, it was his first game back. You know, he didn't try to do too much. But these past 2 games, it was great to see Mike. You know, like I told him, you know, we're going to feed you the ball. And it was one of the plans was to get the ball into Mike and, you know, try to move and cut. And I think Mike did a great job of doing that. And, you know, like I said, he's gaining confidence each game, and it's just great to have him back.
Ramone, TJ's thing is kind of that he contributes where he comes in, no matter how many minutes he plays. He'll hit that 3, and I think he forced that turnover that led to Mike Steele, where he fed you for that acrobatic layup. What does he give you guys, and what does it mean to have a guy like that who really doesn't care how many minutes he plays, he just contributes when he comes in?
Well, I think TJ is our X factor. You know, like you said, any given night, you know, he doesn't complain about minutes. He goes out there and plays defensively, plays the best guy. And you know, he had a big 3 as well. So I mean, we expect that from TJ. It's just great to have a guy, you know, on our team like that. He's a great person. He's a great teammate. And, you know, I'm always, you know, happy to see him when he does well.
Can you speak to this rivalry and how one-sided it's been of late?
Excuse me?
Can you talk about, you guys have had their number of late. I believe you won your last 10 against St. Joe's. Can you speak about, you know, experience with Markelli's system or defending that?
That's one of the tough things about playing St. Joe's, especially now. You always want to keep it that way, but we know that they know what the streak has been lately, and you know, we expect them to take pride and try to reverse that. And later on, we're going to have to go to their place, and it's going to be tough. And we keep that in mind. We try to stay focused. It's always good to beat them, obviously. Any city team, it's always good. But we just got to stay focused and play our game if we want to keep that streak going.
Any more questions? Thanks, guys.